Hello Taurus, welcome to the part 2, the extended part of your year ahead series for 2022 with me, Caro, in Tarot Solar Sun Studio. So in the public video that you have just watched, we have performed the first part, and that was the hopes, highlight and the guidance. This was something very important to our reading, an important segment. Now we are going to get into detail, and we will see how we will apply this into the months and what we're gonna find in terms of also tarot cards as well. I'm going to use the Wheel of the Year deck, and here we have the Wheel of the Year as well. So at this point in this tarot deck, if we find one of the majors of Fool, Magician and the Chariot in one of the months, this can directly make us connect with these now very primary important features of your reading. We have also now did the first month. Let's continue then from February to see what you can expect in a way that what is the most dominant energy for you now coming from February for Taurus. Your February energy is a Queen of Cups. Okay, again, the Hermits actually this time here what you have found. Okay, you are coming into now a question. It seems you are a little bit indecisive about a direction, and maybe here the emotional awareness of the Queen of Cups making you to see in what way you can continue in this path. Okay, so here Queen of Cups telling me there is a particular this tied down and frustrating energy which is leading up to the indecisiveness will be actually successfully overcome by the bridge, and you are going to tap into a material path which is gonna raise its material your material wealth and spiritual growth. I think here we are trying to be sure if we need to like get into this or not. It can be sometimes in life the frustration of the indecisiveness as well. Sooner or later there can be this need to make a decision, because here maybe the emotions are also in the way of your situation. Here Queen of Cups energy can be very much aligned with the hopes and the Fool, but actually in the end, due to the highlight, what one needs to choose and concentrate upon, maybe it's like understanding what you really need to follow first. Okay, though here there is this in you, something with love, something with emotions, something with romance, or things that you feel affectionate for also needs to be addressed in the Queen of Cups energy. Actually in February you do not want to be restricted to the hard-edged practicality of day-to-day life, while actually you want to actually here recognize and value maybe something else there. But here you are trying to find the hope that you want to envision, and maybe you want to see actually the positive side of something, but in the end as you see, a particular maybe expectation needs to be not like come secondary or third importance, that are something more important for you to tap. You are here actually addressing the situation which is gonna affect your finances in the end. And here in the situation, you will be addressing the realities of the daily life in that month as well. I do feel like you try to adapt a deeper, a lovelier a worldview, or you wanna like lead and manage a situation like not being like the Chariot, but actually here you are a bit tapping into this Queen of Cups is the water. Chariot is also the water energy. It's like I got to ride over my emotions. I need to, you know, take the control of my emotions in order to imply myself to this situation. Actually, I still carry that deeper and lovelier view that I carry. But here, actually, you are addressing a very real problem rather than allowing something to go like aimlessly. So here you try to get in tune with your purpose and also its values. There is a bit transitional period there. There can be also friends, partner, family involved, because here you have a bit tendency to wander off into something more fantasy rather than the real issue. But something is like pushing you to actually to the state where you can overcome this, and it may literally bring some prospects there. And otherwise there, you cannot let this thing to crash down or something. You try to rather like reconstruct it, construct it, or like mend something. And you have this control over emotions, like you have to keep going energy day. I feel it's like a month of the show must go on kind of thing. But this February will put you into a state where you will be pretty much incorporate a force to your life philosophy, that the philosophy Hermit, the teacher, that developed. Like what you have developed throughout January, you implement it to daily life and you create your own life philosophy there. So this is gonna shape, this January and February will help you to shape your worldview, I do feel. And that actually you can see a new aspect of your spiritual life as well. Here you try to eliminate something actually imbalancing in your situations, and you are learning to identify some portions that you didn't think that you maybe can't handle, but actually will do the best. It is important for you to pay attention to the fact of your emotions, but the emotion is not necessarily the most important factor here, and they need to be actually simply just serve to your awareness rather than the emotion itself control you. They need to serve your purpose there. At this point, why don't we get some oracle card for this situation? Because I see your energy now. I have this army of oracle decks, and I do feel here we got to use the Fool's Journey for you. because we will see in what part of the hero's journey you are in. It's like in February you will get into that energy of the archetype, the fool's journey, and also the hero's journey. This is the hero's journey oracle deck. But in January, I'm gonna find out what wisdom you are seeking and what you are finding. So in January, what type of a wisdom you tap, or what is it that you realize? With the Hermit, there is absolutely a realization there. Let's see for Taurus. So, you are actually wanna declare your independency in something. Yes, very much serving to full energy and chariot and magician. These are independent, really spirited majors. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. You are gonna build a name for yourself. And you're gonna make your name very visible and known for a person, like they won't ever forget you, and they will know you for your independent quality, intuitive quality, and how meaningful is that? You don't have to go with the crowd. And what was the Hermit? That quality lonely time, in quality solitude that one spans. You can be crowded with many people, but this is something you also be in your mental landscapes. So here the independent approach, okay, will be very important. Here you do not have to comply with someone. To this, then, when we come to, let's put our oracle deck aside here. When you come to February, then, now with this wisdom, there was also emotions coming in. You are in great company. Pull back to propel forward. You are in great company. Here is actually, here we have the angel. Your angels are protecting and guiding you on your spiritual journey energy. Here, and also you are now trying to add to, you start this alone, but new people will add it to this, and something will grow in number. But in at the beginning of the your journey, independent action will actually bring great company, and your independent action here is supported with the angels' guidance, being that great company, and also for the other people who will add up later. Here, again, pull back to propel forward. Hermit, Queen of Cups. These are introverted energies, but if by the way, here you keep a low profile in something, this is very much favored, because then this is gonna produce some very much result. It's okay if you wanna handle a problem like by yourself, as you will be pretty much have wisdom and capacity to actually cover things for yourself. I see here some psychological energy with a inward approach and the magic that it can create in your daily life. Now I want to go to the next card, and this is going to be March. So the March, on March what Taurus can expect there. On March, what Taurus can expect there. So we have the Princess of Swords. This is the Page of Swords energy. It has the steampunk touch to it as well. Now, March with the Page of Swords, of course, communication, news waiting. It's like also scouting, the scouting energy at a place. Getting information, about to move of the other part, like developing a strategy, thinking things in a from a reality, check base, because you will have an opponent here. There is a stubborn and aggressive person and you want to get prepared for it. Now there is a plot twist in a way that if this stubborn and aggressive person has a wish, this is not gonna be granted. Or if you had a particular wish in March, it is gonna be divinely checked. If your wish is if it is not serving to your highest good, it is not going to be granted for something, so that there can be better something come on your path. However, March is a more of like an observatory time for you, where you will also have that light-hearted, carefree energy with great happiness. Actually, there was maybe a chance for you. You wanted to see a chance in something, but also a person maybe can show their real face, that stubborn and aggressive energy, and actually any kind of a bound which will also come through them, okay, may not really come, as that person is displaying a character which is not actually serving for the highest path. So there you can definitely see the real tendency of a person. And for you, it's like your eyes are on something. Your eyes are on something. You are trying to seek the truth in your situation. Actually, great happiness and light-hearted time appears because you finally, you see the see through something. You see through something. You have, I don't know what was this called in English. It's not Google's obviously, but you see through them, and you see through something like a person's maybe wishes or unfair wish is not coming through, and actually it can be that a rival or an opponent for you will be eliminated in a way that what they want to accomplish there is not actually serving that. It's like you are actually seeing the truth of a situation. This can be also make you to realize and reevaluate a social conditioning in a situation. There can be someone here parroting or there is a particular how to say, you discover an original form in something, and actually you are thinking here like you got to act on a particular truth and you got to apply this truth to your life. There can be here an idea of you also in March materialized in a way that there can be a person not reaching their, again, that particular aim, and you follow through here something. You are discovering both the light and the dark side of something there, okay, and you try to balance them out. There is a particular situation here. You are discovering your own original, again the hopes full was originality. There is something unique. You are recognizing your own pure and original creation, intellect, some thoughts. There is a particular, someone here is in some kind of a game, and in that game actually one was learning to mimic, to parrot, okay, and you are learning how to respond cleverly here in order to meet something in the social expectation way as well, rather than the social conditioning. Like how to bring something in a social, like you try to catch the norm here, and a person is not doing well with the norm, or they have really some not so much good purpose there. So you are seeing maybe them in their game, okay? Something can be outgrown there, and now you can bring what is really original, you know. There is something in that. This may feel to me a bit competitive energy. Based on the event, you can settle maybe some controversies, and through the wrong acts of someone, you can continually be aware of your own conscience, morals and ethics, which side you need to support. Here actually there can be new principles that you will maybe attain, and these will be aligned with that original truth as well. Like you are actually finding the secret of your own thought process there. I also feel here some ideas in you will go against the status quo. There will be some kind of a original creation, like everyone is saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, discouraging. It's like you are actually proving yourself that something can be really done, invented, and can be brought to the manifestation. You are very articulate, and also you stick with a particular idea. You are finding intellectual clarity there. This is a very much like a test and trial, so that you can stay on the track rather than getting separated with your goal and vision. So it's a precious month. So you are creating something there. Your creation is also based on what your opponent, who are to me feels a bit vicious, not really actualizing. This can be also like a very difficult person in your life. Let's get a creator oracle. Integrate your knowing to your situation. Yes, you integrate your knowing. You have already Hermit wisdom, Queen of Cups internalization. So from the previous months, you will definitely come with a particular idea there, and how you need to process things. You got to integrate this to them. So what you have like invested before will be definitely working out here. So exciting to see, Taurus. Now let's go to April and see what we can expect from April. So April, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, just a sec. Okay, now April here is bringing us 10 of Wands. There is a road ahead, and you are putting a lot of hard work there. It is almost like end of the tunnel. Something will be finalized, and there is going to be a harvest and a delivery there. You may find some responsibilities on you a lot in this time. In a time where work is very critical, and some kind of a delivery, someone may behave stupidly in a situation. We have a younger man. You will be shown the way, and compliments from an admirer. Your secret admirer from January, I think will bring you some compliments in April. This can be a younger man, okay, than you. So they are here. This is going to be like maybe lift that heaviness from you. They appreciate you for a particular thing you are putting your effort. Actually, if a person does something silly, it's like you are actually correcting what they have been break that. So it's like someone, okay, so April, I would say you would go precautious about things, because there can be a person's action unwantedly can unintentionally harming a result, like making you like review something again and again. So that's why be precautious about this type of people. Work and be with people who can handle things, who know their thing, okay? The admirer, this in January showing up again in April, is gonna bring two situations together, like you will have some things on your plate there. At some point, even throughout April, there can be this load. You may think you have taken on more than you can handle, like actually overextending yourself. And a person's stupid behavior may also take all the progress further and maybe making you actually revisit some things again. Be careful with whom you are trusting, working with. But April also brings a particular pressure to you, like you got to, you may feel a bit oppressed by that success, okay? Like something may play out not becoming so pleasurable as you expected, but you are like, once I started it, now I'm just not about the fulfillment, but there is a goal, I have to attain it. Like again, come back to your creative side, but it is gonna bring you a great energy to complete what you have been promised to deliver. This person's the secret admirer complements with the young man energy, or a young man may be behaving stupidly. The compliments from admirer can be also totally another person. Though I do feel, regardless of the responsibility of your life, later you will show the way to remove some pressure and weight from you. Like you're gonna open up a space for something there, because you may think that, oh, this is getting too much stuck and overwhelming. I need some space so that actually you can find the point of your own empowerment. And it may feel at some point this realization of you need a balance. Your spiritual, physical, mental health, these will be all important. And if anything feels overbalanced, definitely, especially the load of something on you or the greater amount of responsibility, some things need to be actually go as well. But you will be shown the way. We have the candle. Your response to this person's compliments is not really shown there, but I think there is a particular interaction there with someone. Now let's go to May, mostly your birthday month. Let's get, okay, we have the Hierophant. Taurus, this is your card in tarot. Now with Hierophant energy, okay, I see some new rules, like new rules, new norms will be introduced to your life. There can be an adaptation period of time for you. You can try to meet some guidelines there. in connection with companies, places, clubs and organizations. We have also psychic ability. There is also a spiritual or a religious place as well. Hidden secrets can harm you. Make sure that you have something transparent going on in your life. Now a wish is being granted to you, but these secrets or things which may like let's say not staying transparent but rather go underneath can harm a process if it's not gonna ruin but can harm. So make sure that they are not gonna harm it, as we have the wish to be granted. And yes, Hierophant, you are here with that people with status, organizations, clubs, big companies, places with norms, and also the position of authority. So in May there is a place and you are in contact with this people who are in duty there and have this status. You got to make sure you are being transparent there with a couple of things. If this is something new, you know, you will enter this place or have some dealings. We have June and we have the Sun energy. Wow, what a great card to have in June, the Sun. From the hidden secrets, as we have the Sun, this is actually the transparency and but also this truth and enlightening energy. Though under its influence, you got to be careful about a particular material loss. Okay, you may not want to deal with a particular negative influence. June can be a time for vacation and also spiritual growth. If you couldn't go to holiday for some time, June can be a good month for that. But this is also telling me that you are doing this in order to cope with a particular situation which has sadness or a bit sorrowful situation in it. Be careful with the material aspect of your life, because last time here you had a hard time to clear out a person's behavior's consequences there. And yes, you have given this wish, and people with position, you know, are a group of people that you are interacting with. But in general, with all these conditions and connections, we have the spiritual love energy with the vacation. This is to me more speaking like a process of spiritual realization of your circumstances. Something will really make sense to you in June. Like you're gonna perceive its truest love possible. There is this, you're gonna come to your senses. I do feel you need a vacation there, because mentally and spiritually something has been very challenging to you. You really need to and the June is a month you read you reach to this illumination, and something will be revealed. And there is a particular, you know, it's like your garden, and how best our garden can be if we can, you know, tend it, but also how worse it can be if we do not look after it, like with this poisonous plants and things. So here, you just to keep it lighter, you need to just keep it lifeful and also transparent. I do feel. Now the Sun energy in June also telling me here, you will know something, like you start to see the light of the year, so you emerge in light, And you are like realizing what has been conducting you toward your realizations all this time. And you may feel like reborn, okay? And you may lose some fears that if you had these fears, like actually that you have faced but had a very good time about it. The sun can also, you know, actually with the opposite concepts can bring some fears, like don't actually, it says fear from the dark, there is light there. Don't fear of the unknown, you will soon see things transparent. Don't fear from aloneness, but actually to have quality time with yourself is bringing you to very good realizations. In the end it says don't fear from yourself, okay? I think there is also a faith there. You retain some faith, knowledge, and trust. Actually, you are losing your hopes, seeing like what is really real in front of you there. You gain knowledge, not hope. You gain trust, it's not a hope. You gain love, you already have this, it is not a hope, it says, okay? And you will have faith, as the faith dispels the doubt and the fear there. So in that knowingness, you're gonna act, I think, have some spiritual gifts, like some experience there. Through a particular sorrowful situation, you may be tapping into actually a great happiness later. Like it's a mount where you will leave like all opposites together, but realizing that they are actually one. I want to get one of these cards here in June. What is it that you are reaching out? We have the receiving energy for you. You are kind. So we have gifts. And these are, I think, spiritual gifts. You are kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive, just as with the ebb and the flow of the tides. The art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So in a time actually when you really come to your own to root how your environment and all those connections can be like in the giving position to you, and as you become the receiver of it, I would say definitely there are some gifts and they have a lot of spiritual quality with it. Now let's go to July and let's see what July has for you. We have Ace of Swords, mental fortitude and clarity, plus any kind of finalizations, initiations, legal situation, also decisions and finalizing them, the prospects of the mind. So okay, we have heartache over what you no longer have. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, climbing towards success. And there is a new person entering in your life. Ace of Swords is a mount in which you sit with yourself. And there is something, we were talking about that personal sorrow. We connected to a particular material situation or a loss, or material loss, like can be a person maybe leaving your life, or there is a particular leaving of someone that you have some heartache over it, and there is also a new person entering your life, mirroring each other. Like a space has been created, but there is someone entering, and this can be long term. This connection, this maybe divine dilemma within you is actually encouraging you to increase your efforts. It increases the amount of chance for success, and it's like sooner or later you will take these steps. The letter that actually talks about some steps you will be making. So there can be a situation in which you will take one step in a time. As of July, a new opportunity. It is gonna be slow, but it is gonna be consistent. As you notice this, both of the sides of your life actually. If you have any dark clouds in your mind, they are likely to be scattered there, if you ask me. In July, you may also have this very important idea on your mind, which is gonna take you to ultimate success, but maybe again you got to increase your efforts there in order to reach it. You got to pay attention also your new thoughts throughout July. There are some nuances, and it is an exciting time to figure out those nuances. You will have think about your new idea, and as you go through those nuances, you will be able to follow also it's a logical completion point in the future. And there is going to be, I think, a lot of time for that. And what you're gonna initiate here will also, I think, take you to the 2023. This is not only about 2022, I do feel. Just come to the present and accept the great potential of your idea star. Again, there is something original with the Fool. Also in the Page of Swords energy, there was this discovery of something original and unique. And this energy with the Fool, with the Magician, with that cards in the first video, in the first public video, that originality, that creation is coming, because this year you will have the first level of apprehensions or insights of your mind. And the Fool, the Chariot, Magician, these are all and the Magician is desire. So there is this desire for change in you, and there is an energy level there, which is actually enabling you to just take these new levels. In July, it's a point you may go through with the heartache. There's some kind of a loss, but I think what is really magical here is that something is going to make you to see things from a new point of view. Okay, so July is like the Renaissance time of the year. There is definitely a new perspective there. Well, the rest can be very much surprising there, but you just need to pursue the newness there. This is going to be very important. Communication, your expression, like the multifaceted quality of something. This knowing that something have a potential can manifest as an idea, and then from that it can get very concrete in life. There is this your very much big realizations. Definitely a new person's arrival and entrance to your life may also connect with a particular previous loss. Like, I've done something, now this new person is entering my life. What I have deserved to do this. I mean, what I have done to deserve this, maybe you say to yourself, but you are given the direction with the increasing your efforts there. Again, this is again connecting you to a goal. The Chariot is also the victor and the achiever. Don't forget that. Why don't we get to that renaissance of your mind? Some animal wisdom. This would be nice to see. So July, we have the dragon, Gaia's gate. Wow. Access Earth's inner wisdom. There you go. Your January, you will actually extract it from this Hermit's energy in January. Any kind of insight, you know, if you also get something through teaching, will create definitely a lot of magic. Now, this is Gaia's gateway. Gaia is Earth. So here, when you access the Earth's inner wisdom, understanding the natural cycles here on Earth, in the also conquered world, you're gonna actually tap to the spiritual aspect of something and realizing that actually they go together. July is a very sacred time. Show yourself care, nourishment and attention there. Give the most deserved quality time to yourself, I would say. You are like this endangered species of a rose, like in the Little Prince. So keep that rose growing there. Let's find out your August now, but first let me hydrate myself. So 5 months left, and let's see what we have for you for August. So what Taurus needs to know for August. This time we have the Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, the air energy. Seems to me very dominant in your reading, in the ideas and their manifestation, and also your communication. This can be with a person. Financial pinch, we are reminded here once again, and with this material, okay, taking care of things are important. You are developing a friendship with someone of the same sex. This can be the Queen of Swords. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. And then we have the family matters. Now, there are some scenarios here. On August, you may meet with a person in a time that there was this financial pinch for you. With this person, you can actually get closer and you may grow friendship. And maybe if they are offering a particular talent service to you, you may be also receive well from them, because what makes you to get closer to them is actually a person's maybe undependability and insincerity. You also in April, this someone is behaving stupidly. So there can be a person around, actually they can really bring and create trouble all the time. Just a trouble even to themselves. Not really learning any lesson, anything, but that they will have their own time too. But this is not their year, it seems, but there are some consequences of their action. This can be a person from family of also a large family there. I also feel a person who is from family may go again this undependable and insincere, that maybe, I don't know, they are criticizing your closeness with a person. So there are particular When you try to do something new or you initiate something new, there are people who can support that process, but there will be also people who try to like disencourage maybe. Queen of Swords energy, if this deep friendship with this person, they can also give a lot of concrete advice. Choose peace in this situation. Maybe they will like remind you you are have a peace option with someone, or you make peace with a person of same sex that you were sometime maybe like away also. So there can be some mending of friendships there for some of you. Now let's go to the September. So what we have for September? We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, this is the card for usually self-mastery and what kind of a ground that you are choosing to stand upon. Also assertiveness. Now this 7 is actually the Chariot's energy. I think one of the highlights also directly connect to your highlight card is the 7-7, 2 sevens in September. Now this is a situation. Cancer is also protectiveness. Again, 7 of Wands, protecting your ground, and also card of a boundary. You set the boundary with something. Yes, why? Because you want protection from harm, but you are oftentimes very spiritually guided. Why? Because a person is working against you behind your back. Can be that independable person, insincere person, or a person who is all the time behaving stupidly. And we have solid foundations, again, success with effort, and definitely 7 of Wands. Stick to your guns, don't leave up the battleground, do not back down from opposition from this person, show strength and fortitude is the 7 of Wands, and with the Chariot, the Warrior. Okay, September is a month for you to, I think, you know, it's time for imply that Chariot energy. This can also, you know, can be correspond something like to be guarded there, because there September I do feel there is some type of a competition or rivalry. On the surface maybe this is not really visible with a person, but actually Taurus, one of the highlights now with the September and Chariot card, and also from the beginning my general impression was also that, but you are experiencing competition from other people here. Actually this means take this as an opportunity, because you are actually being challenged to find new levels of creativity and conviction with yourself, and there can be a person here who will be helping you of the same sex. In August, September, I see a very good friendship is being developed. Sometimes as the age of a person improves, they are actually less likely to find very close friends. Usually our close friends are people from very past, or you know, this type of people. But August, September, whatever age you are, there is a person like who will stand with you there against maybe an opposition or people who are trying to challenge you. But take it as, now what was the guidance? Magician. You're hopeful. This is invention, to be inventive. Okay, Magician, again, this original energy, you will be given the tools. So you got to find new levels of creativity in September to deal with this energy, because you possess, look at his tools and, you know, everything on his table. because in this energy, Taurus friends, in September you will possess the qualities, necessary qualities to succeed there. Okay, and also your belief in yourself will be tested, and your willingness to fight for what you want will be tested. Okay, definitely 7 of Wands in September telling me that draw on your inner strength to find courage and persevere to meet your goals, as we have this person. And look at that, look at the cards. I'm not saying this. Someone working against you behind your back, and do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. The message, I think, is clearly received there. Now I have 3 decks left, oops, from the mini decks. I want to, we will use the angel guidance for December. I will use this one somewhere here, October and November, and I will now get the guidance of the wild offering for this September special for you. Okay, so quite impressive cards, I would say. And this becomes actually very impressive when you have it in the private reading version. Let me know if you consider one, because in the private reading, before starting your New Year reading, I'm making an extra super oracle reading as well, complementary to it, and then we combine all the pieces there. Then you have the grand perspective of your year. But this reading I offer only until the first week of January, because I want to use the old year's energy in order to build the new. So we shouldn't progress in the new year so much for me to give this reading. So we have the contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I am right here resting in God. In your actions, feel rested, even if it's sometimes things can make battleground on, or things like you got to stand up for your rights. But you have some tools and talents. These are very valuable. I think here you don't need something extra. Also, you can rest in that talents, and you can definitely trust them, knowing that they will take you to the high ground. Now let's go to October. Let's see what we have for October. So what Taurus needs to know for their October? What Taurus needs to know for their October? Wow, the Empress. This is your energy now. Okay, let's get the tea leaf cards, but you are really standing in a creation point. Very blessed. Feel very blessed. There is a big time with the finances, and it's like you are tapping into your talents and resources in order to overcome each crisis, which is gonna ultimately take you to the biggest financial prospects. And also, as you master this, your relationships, including love and romance, will also grow, because some life areas really benefit from the other life areas. Life areas are pretty much very intermingled with each other. That's why in this yearly readings we can see any theme that wants to come. This is the beauty of it, so that we can have a perspective about your year. We have the dissatisfaction with life, strong emotion, passionate love and hate, There you go. A path with money is waiting for you to find it, Empress, and there you go. A sincere wish will be granted. 2 times you got the wish cards in the stack. Now again, money, finance, but here a bit in terms of relationships, maybe you will have some, you know, you shouldn't have, it say, some big expectations. Definitely do not place people on the pedestal. Empress is your energy. You are the creator here. This is, you know, actually the nakedness here is sometimes like our vulnerability in the human bodies. And but also in that vulnerability, the things that we can create always, right? Because with this birth energy, like giving birth to things in life, or even ideas, and also things with regards to our desires and also wishes. So there can be a person in October, but there is a connection, a love relationship, or a dealing with a partner. The dissatisfaction with life can be like a bit, why things just can't go well all at the same time. So it's like a rebel in you, maybe. That's why maybe you either feel this strong emotion, passionate love or hate towards someone when things, let's say, going really well for you, why they are not joining you. So there is a bit different directions with people actually. Now, until coming to this point, all the people, circumstances and situations that you will be dealing with in October will be very determining for who will stay and who will live your life. Empress is also your ability to maintain your life oneself. All that friendships, admirers that you have met, October is the month in which you will understand. Maybe that side of life, for you are questioning also. You are raising some questions there, but I will give you some cards. There you go. The finance I said, and now we have facing your financial fears. Now, it is normal, this card, because we will be in the Taurus and Scorpio nodal axis in the astrological, and this is gonna bring a huge influence on you. Now, there is a money path for you, waiting for you to find. Again, an opportunity also that you haven't passed before, like one more time, you know, blinking you, hey, here I am, okay? Come to me with your guidance energy, and you are very much destined to create that source for yourself. And when you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to light of awareness. This is like saying, for instance, if you are very talented in something, but in one area, let's say you are not good about it. This is about accepting it rather than trying to do it on average and every time actually making you causing damage. So at that times actually it says you will realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Maybe if you cannot attain that talent, there you can actually change the goal to the thing that you are talented with. So setting your talents based on your, setting your goals based on your talents and seeing when they actually align good. You do not have to fear that something not gonna work, because you are not gonna be aligned with that thing which is you doubt that it's gonna work. Dropping this, okay, it's like going to also connect you to some kind of a strong point. You see how many times I have talked about the financial transactional things. So this is done. Drop your fear to meet with your new money path. And Empress energy is the creator, and this is also the business woman, right? And actually it's a very much independent energy. Empress can even also function well without the Emperor. You just need to realize through October that there are more to the world than sometimes into what is really physical, than the physical. Just discover that interconnectedness of some situations. This is gonna give you I think great wisdom. You, how to say, you're gonna see some actions can really take you forward. Some actions and thoughts have repercussions, but this is the step of developing conscience and awareness in our journey. Not everything every time can go right there, okay? You if there is a failure or a particular thing, you're gonna find out why it hasn't also worked for you, and trying to find out what is actually will be working for you. And when you find that, you see with what you are really connecting with, and then this becomes the source of your patience, like your capacity to wait for that right time, that you strike when the iron is hot. So there is a path here which wants to be found. It's an important month to meet those financial fears, actually realizing they are not fears, but there can be very much opportunities also coming out of it. Now let's tune in November. This is more of like a Scorpio month. November, please. We have the King of Cups. You also had the Queen of Cups here. We have a couple here. So an emotional aspect of you may again surface. This time I want to directly get the oracle. Oh no, we have used it. No need for this one. This also applies here. Sorry, just want to get some tea leaf cards now. And maybe we can get an angel answer card. Discord among friends and family. You will be taken care of difficult times. We have obstacles to overcome, and period of prosperity and abundance. There you go. You create that energy as you face with your fears. There can be some friends and family discord. This is maybe something, because here King of Cups energy, not really now. You definitely see your situation, but not moved by with the emotional intensity of it, because you will be mastering things there. You know that if there is a difficult thing, there can be some support, help, a lot of protection cards, okay? You will be taking care of the difficult times. Your angels are protecting and guiding you on your spiritual journey. So here, there is this particular invisible hand, which is definitely over you, I would say. So definitely bless yourself with this energy. It is very valuable if you ask me. I feel how to say, sometimes in the discord energy with the King of Cups, as he watches, sometimes Taurus, there can be some problems in a month, let's say, and you realize that actually you do not really need to solve every problem to move forward. You do not have to solve every problem to move forward, and not every issue is best served to you, even it is like solved. So you just need to identify you just need to learn to identify those situations, because here there is a particular thing you need to detach yourself from, and it can be that discord actually inviting you to learn not to turn to a particular solution which is elsewhere. Actually, the solution is in yourself when you detach yourself with it. It says obstacles to overcome here. By not engaging with a particular thing, you can actually find that you are easily overcoming, I do feel. Because this is what King of Cups, you know, usually does. But, you know, I also notice with this Queen of Cups and King of Cups energy, there are times for you. I see they can be quite emotional. And these are the times, and what was the highlight? Chariot. Times that we need to accepting our emotions, but also running over them. There is absolutely those times that we cannot like how to say deny it. So at those times, actually, sometimes the year, the events and circumstances, situations will ask you to listen to your conscience. And sometimes, you know, with these two queens, king and queen of cups, there will be some impulses in you, like you will be very much guided to do the right thing there. You just need to have faith, okay? You just need to have faith. And at times when there is this stillness for you, a lot of creative potential, I think, rises up. But the King of Cups, there can be also another person in your life that may be from family, maybe an elder figure, father figure, that you come into a particular disagreements, okay? But I think it will be overcome as you well, they are also, how to say, both of you actually not involving in a very obvious discord and witnessing later how a situation can be solved out. Like, both of you are tired, and with that water energy, you are like allowing water to carry you. And not letting that waves like pull you to that deeply into the sea, but you are like swimming diagonal, they say, right? Diagonally. So there are some currents there. I mean, some emotional currents. Chariot will definitely master them, and we shouldn't deny it in this reading. Now let's go to the December. So what Taurus can expect from December, let's see. Oh, Hangman, nice. Similar energy with the Hermit. You come back where you started, now reflecting on your journey. This is like a pause time. You are evaluating where you have come from, accepting the situations and circumstances, and unconditional love with the Piscean Hangman, of course. Acceptance means unconditional love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you are totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace. For it's a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You are also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. Wow. The Hangman is that, I think, pausing and reflecting the way that you have come so far, accepting the people and situations, also like you did your best, and now that in that road you take, finally money will be coming to you. The path was there, and now you finding something is effortlessly coming to you, Hangman. And this is there is going to be a successful outcome to your problem when you detach yourself for it. And just be careful, beware of the greed, it says, though you will have enough of something there. And now on December, as this money arrival can come, there can be a legal situation rising for you. I don't know, like now you receive this money, there is a particular appeal to it, or any legal situation will be highlighted here. That's fine. Maybe it wants you to reflect on your circumstances so you can know if a legal situation emerges, you can know like how to respond to that. December is a time for you to rest. It's not a time for you to pursue something. This is actually when you retreat, withdraw, and when you surrender the quietude, a magic happens. Like you pull yourself back from a situation, but the situation comes to you. It's the Taoist perspective in the energy. You also, Hangman is a good time, because with that emotional intensity I was also talking about, that you have tried to master all the way down to December, that internal waters with that Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, Water of Cups, your internal waters are still there with the Hangman in December. Actually, this is a time for you to see, hear your deep eternal self, which is your ultimately, which is your own truth. You are arriving at your truth. Okay, December, you are arriving at your truth, and it is clearing the waters of your mind. These rippling thoughts, they choose to be disturbing you. So if you voluntarily like withdrawal, like brings the gifts, and there are very much received answers there. December is the time, I think, when the magic happens, because until December you will go through that magician's energy, the chariot's energy, and now with a particular suspension, actually seeing the things are coming to you, because you are creating the space to them to arrive you. Okay. This is also a spiritual understanding, definitely. So that spiritual vision is always accompanying you throughout the year. Some clear awareness moments, and really understanding and grasping the true nature of situations, and as your understanding will definitely get deepened. So you will be like seeing them eyes closed, if you ask me. So as it's like really coming to your own truth, and maybe this is the magic that will really create itself in your life. It's like things are actually leading up to like where it's really meant to arrive in a way that serving your, not, I'm speaking it not from like a blind kind of a destiny kind of thing, but rather with that vision and purpose, you are reaching what you want to create eventually. There is a particular prosperity that actually, but don't forget that legal situation. This is gonna be the perfect timing if you really withdraw in a critical time. Thank you so much, Taurus. I want to now give closure to your reading with this perfect timing card. This is really a great card to see how things actually can really function with the perfect timing. The moment that it really needs to come, it will come. At some point, something here can be very effortlessly developing, and please appreciate that, because that's a blessing, definitely. What a reading, I would say. Very impressive with your cards. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you would like to have a yearly reading until the first week of January, please let me know. The information is at the description box below, because this is a reading that I offer in a very limited period of time, as I have mentioned. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much, Taurus. Take good care. Ciao for now.